the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. Tonight, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the San Antonio Spurs.
This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this Oklahoma City crowd wants some love from their Thunder. Here, matched up against San Antonio, is how they'll tip off the new season. Last season, they couldn't get the edge in the matchup as they went 1-2 in the season series.
Yeah, two conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for San Antonio. Kemba Walker is out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then there's Parker. And it's Leonard in at the 5, down low.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, pushing it up. Anderson can't get it to go. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, "You know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint." Makes sense, Kevin.
All right, Doris.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
On defense, Oklahoma City. And it's Walker penetrating. Nice D from Chandler.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Walker, following the score by Oklahoma City. Leonard on the wing, uncovered. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And it's Rose penetrating. Gasol with the rebound.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Outside, Walker. He kicks it to Gasol. There's the pass to Leonard. And that one is stuffed right through.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And so here is Oklahoma City after the basket by San Antonio. Here's Chandler, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it. Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Outside Rose. Here's the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Fournier, and the basket good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And it's Walker penetrating. And he gets the bucket. Rose with the ball. Pass to Butler. Fires top of the key. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. That's now 8 points for Jimmy Butler. Spurs trail by 3. Outside, Walker. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
Now here's Walker. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Parker. Goes up with it again. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin. He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
And Parker, here we go. Parker with another miss.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
The shot by Carroll, no good. Spurs trail by 3. Walker dishes to Parker. There's a good screen. Pulls up on the elbow, and he drops that one in.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Now here's Anderson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. The Spurs have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Leonard, and stolen by Butler. Outside Rose, from past the arc. The kick outside to Butler. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Butler's got 11 points.
What a performance, Kevin. It seems like every three he shoots is falling for him. He's in the zone.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
And the Thunder with some changes. Hibbert comes in for Chandler. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Damari Carroll. David West, he's checked in for San Antonio. Now, here's Walker. Left side, West. 5 to shoot. Here's Parker. The shot is off. Now, Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
They set the pick. And Hibbert with the block.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Fourth, Pau Gasol. And, of course, Tyson Chandler.
But these guys are always around the hoop, always with a nose for the ball. A dominant season inside for both.
And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Oklahoma City?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Anderson. And it's Jody Meeks in for Jimmy Butler. They set the screen. Here's West. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. West has got his first 2 points of the night.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
You know, you take a look at this group of Spurs and you wonder if they've peaked. I mean, it seems you say that a lot with this team, and they prove you wrong. What Popovich said last year, he feels it might actually be the case. Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
You know, one thing about this San Antonio team, they just didn't go away last year. Pop himself said he felt they peaked in the 2014 finals.
You know, and you wonder if what Pop said is true. Spurs lost in the first round last year, and they'll be going through a lot of changes in the near future. And with the way they run that organization, they'll still be competing, I believe, for quite some time.
Here's Dedmon. The kick out to Holiday. The second chance effort. Goes up again. Stolen by Rose. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And so the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last. Here's Dunleavy. Ariza covering. And Holiday, here we go. And that is good.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
The Thunder leading by 3. Outside Rose. Garnett outside. Ariza has the open look. They get it again.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Butler's checked in. Now West. Trevor Ariza missing from long range. Shot clock at 5. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness. I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Garnett, the screen. Meeks can't hit.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
The Thunder with the lead. Now Butler. 11 points in the game. Hibbert, the pass to Garnett. West with some nice D.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Dunleavy's shot is off. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. To the paint. And Holiday with the basket on the assist from Payne. Holiday's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Now Dunleavy after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. And Jody Meeks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Timeout Spurs.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Thunder Girls, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. They work hard out there. Go on, show your appreciation for the Thunder Girls.
.139 left in the first quarter. The 10-footer. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Now it's a 3-point San Antonio lead. To end the drought. That's good.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Spurs shooting it well so far today, guys. They've connected on 48% of their shots.
And Jody Meeks last season, coming off the best effort of his career the year before, signed a big contract with the Pistons. They thought he'd be their designated three-point shooter. Instead, he missed the first 22 games with a back injury and just never really got in sync.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. Goes up on the wing, and it's West missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Holiday against Butler. Garnett with the screen for Butler. 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Garnett. Fires from deep. Oklahoma City gets it back.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Payne kicks it to West. Fires from the corner. West can't get that one to fall.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's what I pride myself on. You know, some nights you're not going to get the ball, but you still can be effective on the floor. Whether that's rebounding, playing defense, hustling, trying to create extra shots for your team. Whatever it is necessary that I feel like help my team get a win.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Evan Fournier. Myers Leonard is out there with Pau Gasol. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Parker in at the small forward position.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, take it himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for San Antonio?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And it's Walker penetrating. And another basket for San Antonio.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Butler from outside. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Spurs leading by 3. Parker kicks to Walker. Spurs passing it around. From 17 feet out, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Chandler dishes to Rose. Traps in the tray. Rose has got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the 3.
Kicks it to Parker. He dishes it to Gasol. Puts it up from 15. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
Now here's Rose. He's got 13, and the foul on Derrick Rose. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Rose.
Jody Meeks.
For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside, Walker. Pass to Fournier. Right side, Gasol. The 19-foot shot. That one off the back iron and out. Oklahoma City trailing. Outside, Butler. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Now here's Butler. Out to the right wing. Parker with the steal. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Walker. Goes back up. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Butler. The dish to Chandler. Feeds to Carroll. And Anderson kicks to Meeks. Anderson against Leonard. Left side, Chandler. 4 on the clock. Got a piece of it. All by himself. Here's Fournier. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Chandler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket for Meeks.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Now here's Butler. He's got 13. And Anderson kicks to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Fournier pulls it down.
And the Thunder had plenty of reason to be down last year because of the injuries. A big place that it hit them was on offense. They just were not the same absent mainly Kevin Durant.
Chandler with the block. And here comes the break. Here's Carroll. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
That's his 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Here's Walker following the score by Oklahoma City. Chandler with the block. And again, Oklahoma City running the court in transition. Meeks can't hit. We were used to seeing the Thunder as a top offensive team, as you mentioned, Greg. Last season, they finished 18th, Clark, in field goal percentage.
And, you know, for context, that's the lowest they finished since their first year in Oklahoma, Kevin. Usually you can find them among the top 5 teams in the league when they're healthy.
Here is Anderson. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Fournier passes to Parker. It's in and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
And listen, San Antonio is an older team, actually the oldest in the league last season. And because of injuries and days off, they didn't get to feel that preferred starting 5 a lot last year.
Now, here's Meeks. He has 5. Down low, Chandler loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Went for the 2-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Spurs only used their preferred lineup less than half the season, but still a strong campaign. 22 games played with the starting lineup of Parker, Green, Leonard, Duncan, and Splitter.
And, you know, the Spurs will go on to use 23 different starting lineups, Kevin. That would be the 5th most in the NBA.
Now, here's Butler after the miss from Pau Gasol. They get it back. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Chandler.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 10. Fournier for three. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Butler on the wing. And Walker kicks to Parker. Leonard with the ball. Butler covering. There's the pick. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Tyson Chandler grabs the board. Chandler's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Carroll dishes to Meeks. Chandler a screen. Shot off the screen. And there's the feed to Carroll. Meeks outside. Can't hit. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Chandler against Leonard. Back to Parker. Shot clock at 6. 14 feet away. And he hits the jump shot. Parker's got 4 this quarter.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 13. Walker the pass to Parker, and that one's good. Parker's got the lead up to 5 now for San Antonio.
And, guys, there's no doubt Walker has a lot of the tools needed to be a great point guard. But his shooting percentage is really what has kept him from making the league. Just not as consistent as he needs to be. And a lot of it has to do with shot selection. That also has to improve.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Chandler. Garnett comes in for Anderson. Trevor Ariza's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Rose in for Jimmy Butler. Now here's Rose. Out to the right wing. And Meeks kicks to Rose. Here's Hibbert. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Hibbert's got his first points of the game. Just thinking again about Kemba Walker's field goal percentage, Greg. You were talking about shot under 40%, Clark, from the floor last year.
Yeah, and I think so much of shooting percentage is a function of shot selection. That's 3 out of the last 4 seasons now, under 40% for Kemba. In order to be an elite point guard, that number's got to go up.
Here's Meeks. 5 points in the game. Rose gets a wide open look. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. San Antonio leading by 3. Out to West. Payne dishes to West. Dunleavy the pass to Payne. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Holiday has it in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Drills it from outside. Holiday's got 9 points.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Garnett kicks to Meeks. Rose passes to Meeks. And it's Rose penetrating. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And it's Hibbert missing.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. West setting the pick for Payne. Passes it to West. He feeds it to Holiday. From the top of the key, he buries it. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now, here's Meeks, guarded by Holiday. Hibbert with the screen, 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up. Gets the front of the rim and out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Dunleavy. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Rose. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by West. Now Dunleavy. Right wing. Holiday dishes to Payne. Now the pass to West. From 11 feet away. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he sinks the second. And here's Rose. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's San Antonio. They lead by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have just a couple seconds, but in a nutshell, what's going to be your approach going into the second half?
Well, we're just going to make sure we keep them off the board and keep them out of transition.
Thank you, Roy. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. They started to take control of the game in the second quarter and pulled away nicely, heading into halftime up by 5. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here after the game.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
What a game for Rose. He's got 13 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
Jimmy Butler is out there with Rose. Then it's Damari Carroll. Then there's Ryan Anderson. And it's Chandler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here is Rose after Pau Gasol's bucket. Chandler kicks to Butler. From deep, Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 16 points for Derrick Rose.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
And it's Walker penetrating. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Chandler's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Anderson, a screen on Walker. Right side, Butler. Anderson kicks to Rose. 6 to shoot. Chandler up top, defended by Gasol. That is good. That's now 8 points for Tyson Chandler.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Chandler a screen. Rose goes in. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Pau Gasol.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Well, as Greg was just talking about, the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammon, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off. Some fantastic numbers here for Chandler. He's got 13 rebounds and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed him.
And it's Walker penetrating. Here's Leonard. They shoot again. Gasol. And Chandler sends it back. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside Rose. Chandler a screen. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Derrick Rose.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And it's Walker penetrating. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Rose passes to Chandler. For the lead. San Antonio with the rebound.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
And Myers Leonard at 7'1", an interesting combination of size, athleticism, and shooting touch. Really likes to play on the perimeter.
And Leonard likes to run, jump, and shoot more than bang inside, I think, Clark.
Well, you know, Kevin, you like that he has that ability to go outside, but with his size, he'll be most valuable, I think, if he also embraces throwing his weight around in the paint area.
Agreed. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Chandler with a screen for Rose. For the tie. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
San Antonio calls timeout. You gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this one.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. He's got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Minutes gone now in the third quarter. And Fournier kicks to Walker to the middle. Chandler with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now for the lead. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Thunder have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and they ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
For the Thunder, their play against the rest of the West wasn't a huge problem as to why they missed the playoffs. And Clark, you know, they went 25-27 against the rest of the West.
Well, at first glance, that doesn't look too bad, but only 7 wins in those 29 games against the Western Conference playoff teams. With the talent the Thunder have, you still think of them as favorites in the West, at least one of the favorites in the West.
The Spurs have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for the Thunder.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality, maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
Chandler with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. And the Thunder making a change here. Chalmers is checked in.
Mario Chalmers.
Clock is at 3. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist from Leonard. And that's 10 points for Pau Gasol. Greg talking about Walker. You have to love the way he competes, his willingness, Clark, to put the team on his shoulders and carry him.
Love that competitive spirit of his. They're actually figuring out how to use him best, but he's such a dynamic offensive player. You've got to give him room to be creative at that end.
Butler kicks to Chalmers. Dishes it to Chandler. Not enough on that one as it misses. Spurs have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Walker the pass to Fournier. Gasol no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. The 3 from Chalmers. It's rebounded by Leonard. San Antonio leading. Walker dishes to Fournier. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Fournier's got 10 points.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And Chalmers kicks to Chandler. Again, the miss by Chandler. Spurs leading by 4. Here's Fournier. He's got 10. Outside, Walker. They set the pick. Lets a floater go. It's blocked. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Chandler. Rejected by Gasol. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Fournier. Finished off the break. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long, Clark, as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean, you rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
Rose, he's checked in for Mario Chalmers. The Spurs also with the sub. David West, he's checked in for Myers Leonard. Walker against Rose. Outside, Walker. Pass to Parker. Back to Walker. This one for 3. Walker missing again.
And with Powell, that 46-point game, he became the oldest player to get 45 points and 15 rebounds.
The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
But they get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. Thunder trailing by 6. Outside Rose. Looking to end the jam. Just beautiful.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Gasol. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Anderson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Butler. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Now just a 2-point Spurs lead. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Walker missing again.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Rose against Walker. for the tie. Anderson kicks to Butler. A good look from Rose. And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. And the Thunder with some changes. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Chandler. Garnett comes in for Ryan Anderson. And Trevor Ariza subbed in for Damari Carroll. The Spurs also changing it up. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. Justin Holiday comes in for Fournier. And it's Payne in for Kemba Walker.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
And as hot as they are, no need to play conservative. Keep firing away.
Now here's Butler. 15 points in the game. Garnett outside. It's Ariza on the wing. It's stolen by Dunleavy. They push it up 4-on-3. West kicks to Gasol. And Hibbert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Hibbert touched it last. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Pau Gasol. They set the pick. Pick by West. And Holiday, here we go. And Hibbert with the block. Garnett kicks to Rose. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Hibbert, the pass to Rose. Good on the triple. Rose has got 14 points here in the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Payne. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. For the lead. The rebound by Holiday. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. In the corner, it's Dunleavy. Three-pointer. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Dunleavy's got 6 points.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 15. Rose kicks to Butler. He dishes it to Hibbert. Shot clock at 5. Back to Butler. There's the triple. Butler missing again.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
San Antonio leading by 5. Payne dishes to Dedmon. There's the pick. West against Garnett. Shot's good from West. West has got his third basket of the night. The Thunder shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. Butler up top. He kicks to Hibbert. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. 1:20 left in the third quarter of the game. West a screen on Rose. Here's Payne. Kicks to Dedmon. Rose with the block. And oh, here we go. Rose. Nobody back. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Thunder have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Take a look at what Butler's done. 18 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked him down.
Now here's Payne. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Ariza goes in. Had the space there, but it's offline. San Antonio's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Payne kicks to Holiday. Offensive rebound, and Hibbert with the block. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. Rose with the ball. He's got 27. just 5 to shoot. It's Ariza on the wing. Butler from outside. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound. Now here's Payne. Off target with that shot. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Spurs lead by 2. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Oklahoma City trailing. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Pau Gasol is out there with Myers Leonard. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Parker. And it's Walker in a point. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. This season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
Pass to Gasol. Here's Fournier. Carroll covering. Clock at 6. Fournier passes to Leonard. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And with the Spurs and their winning percentage, it's right above 60. Not bad for a team that joined the NBA back in 1977.
Leonard with the steal. Carroll against Walker. Free throw line jump shot. No good off the back of the rim.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
A lot of the Spurs' success, guys, with their winning percentage has come since the 90s. The way they are put together, who knows how high they can push that franchise winning percentage. Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Rose goes in. Inside, here's Anderson. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 5 assists tonight.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Feeds it to Parker. To the middle. Here's Gasol. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Rose dishes to Chandler. Back to Rose. To the inside. Ariza kicks to Chandler. Just 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Carroll passes to Rose. Cannot hit. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Here's Parker. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Walker against Rose. Oklahoma City gets it back. Carroll, no one around him. And right through it goes. San Antonio calls timeout.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
Ariza dishes to Chandler. Drains the 19-footer. Spurs leading by 6. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Fournier, that's for 2. Moves back up. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
It's been fun to watch Gasol in this one. He has 14 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seem to think that Clark was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
And Walker kicks to Gasol. Back to Walker. Rebound by Rose. Rose has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Takes a 3. That's good. And now just a 3-point Spurs lead.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
Always simple math. That's that UNLV education coming to play. He knows all about that as well. Most of his points have been 3-point shots.
Come on now. We got calculus at our school.
Double team on Rose. The tray. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Here's Fournier. Carroll covering from the baseline. And another basket for San Antonio.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Outside Rose. The dish to Anderson. Ariza outside. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Gasol a screen. And Walker kicks to Fournier. The offensive rebound. Harper. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Butler, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for San Antonio?
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And the shot is good.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Fournier passes to Walker. Looking to get it going, and he gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 4.
That's a nice drive there, Kevin. He beat the lone defender and was wide open under the hoop.
Outside Rose. The feed to Anderson. Rose dishes to Carroll. Tries it from 19. Misses off the right iron. Spurs leading by 4. Here's Fournier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Fournier's got 9 points here in the second half. The Thunder have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. San Antonio with the rebound. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Fournier's shot is off.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
And Walker kicks to Parker. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Walker against Rose, and a wide open look for Walker. The Thunder pull it in.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Passes to Butler. Chandler with a screen for Butler. Chandler the pass to Butler. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Butler's got 20 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And the shot is good. And that's now 21 points for Jabari Parker.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
San Antonio leading by 6. Walker goes in. Here's Gasol. It's deflected. Now Anderson. Outside Rose. Rose double teamed. Wants to get it to Butler and does. That free throw good from Butler. Both good from the line that time. San Antonio's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. There's a screen. To the inside. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Walker. Walker's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Rose attacking. Can't hit from in close.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. Misses from close range. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. Thunder on D. 8-point game. And Walker kicks to Fournier from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Carroll's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Rose goes in. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Oh, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. But he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Parker's shot is off.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. 24 points for Butler. We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter. Rose against Walker. Tyson Chandler pulls it in.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Walker goes in. Chandler with the steal.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Now here's Rose. Not a lot of room. Leonard with the steal. And now we've got the intentional foul.
What a game for Parker. He has 23 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Parker, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Over in the corner, Rose. There's the pass to Anderson. Beyond the arc. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on him with the triple.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Taking 2 shots. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 6. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Yeah, it's no-brainer, partner. I mean, that's their only choice. Shoot the 3 and hopefully get it down and then foul.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 8. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in it.
Yeah, who knows what he's drawing up in there, maybe working on a play for down the road in another game, but whatever it is, it's too late for this one.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
David, obviously a very productive second unit. How does that change this basketball team when they play like that?
I mean, they set the tone. We're a very deep team, and our bench is going to have an advantage most nights.
David, thank you. Kevin, depth always important in the NBA.
All right, Doris, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Let's take a look now as we give our nod to our Jordan Player of the Game. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch. Kenny, your thoughts?
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
Well, his shooting percentage up there in the high 50s speaks to how smart his shot selection was. It was really an intelligent game he played, plain and simple. It's all about protecting each possession, and he set the example for them with his excellent decision-making.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, they got their season rolling with a nice win in their first game. Now we'll find out if they can build on it and open with back-to-back victories. One of the guys we're going to see tonight is Brook Lopez. Last season, a little bit of a bumpy ride, and he spent the last few years.
Okay, fans, let's get loud.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, they come in off a loss to the Spurs.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Jimmy Butler is out there with Rose. Then there's Anderson, and it's Chandler, and it's Carroll in at the small forward.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
Now here's Carroll after Gordon Hayward's miss, and he gets it to go. Carroll's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Curry against Rose. It's Curry with the drive, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And watching Amir Johnson Clark, he seems so casual about silently destroying opponents in the paint. He's carried that air about him almost his entire career.
You know what? He's rarely had plays called for him, Kevin. He doesn't produce a bunch of highlights, but he's really potent. I mean, one of the league's best at defending opponents at the rim, grabbing in-traffic rebounds. Those both are valuable assets.
Now, here's Butler. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Down low, here's Anderson, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Hayward goes in.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Rose with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Rose kicks to Carroll. Rose against Curry. Now the dish to Carroll. 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Chandler's shot, good. Here's Gordon. 20 points for him last game against Washington. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Curry against Rose. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
It's Curry with the drive. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Gordon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Now, here's Butler. Anderson dishes to Carroll. 5 on the clock. The feed now to Rose. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
And checking out numbers for Derrick Rose. How he did last season. Last season put up about 17 points per, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Lopez, no luck.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Pulls it up. Rose can't get that one to fall. The Magic trail by 8. Hayward outside. Lopez sets a screen for Hayward. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Boy, Lopez hunkered down and anchored in on that pick.
Rose goes in. The kick out to Anderson. Dishes it to Chandler. The 3 ball. That doesn't go either for Rose.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
The Amway Center here in Orlando didn't see a lot of wins last season. Magic really struggled at times. Surprisingly, Greg, in this building.
Yeah, a young team still haven't yet established their identity. Only 13 wins at home. And really that inability to defend that home court is why they fell out of the playoff hunt early.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Passes it to Anderson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Clock at 6. Outside Rose. Back to Anderson. Looking to end the drought. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Anderson's got his second basket of the night.
You know, what's a bit alarming for the Magic at home is that it was a step back from the previous season. I mean, for a team that's supposed to be young and improving, they shouldn't be getting worse at home year to year.
Now here's Johnson. Butler with the steal. And here's Carroll. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Carroll's got 6.
And a big problem for the Magic at home was that they just didn't protect the rim. I mean, they would end with the second worst home field goal percentage against.
Now here's Curry, coming off a stellar performance against Washington.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Johnson with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. And this the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And guys, these teams don't see each other too often, but last year they would have liked to see a little bit more of them the way they were able to take care of their business.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. I mean, anytime you have an advantage on a team and you're looking to pile up wins, you'd like to have them on your schedule more times than just a couple.
And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
5 to shoot. Here's Rose. Rebound by the Magic. Well, for the Thunder, Greg, you're talking about, they did have to go to their bench more and more. And Clark, as the season wore on, their bench players were playing a lot of minutes.
Yeah, actually, they ended up in the top 10 in bench minutes played. The trades they made at the deadline helped bring depth to the team, and they took advantage of it.
Curry can't get it to go.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And Carroll gets it to go. The Magic trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Gordon, the pass to Hayward. He kicks it to Curry. Three-pointer. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And it's 8 points for Steph Curry.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Carroll kicks to Hibbert. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert? A guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or 2.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Tyler Hansbrough is checked in for Johnson. Solomon Hill comes in for Gordon Hayward. Hezonja, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Curry. That one goes. Count it.
Yes. And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college. Had a very encouraging junior season. Looked like a future lottery pick. And then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
And Hibbert with the block. Garnett dishes to Meeks. Left side Rose. Ariza outside. No good from outside. The Magic trail by 7. Pass to Mozgov. Here's Augustine. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8. The next game, 2 and 1. But, you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency, the challenge for Hibbert.
Here's Hezonja. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Washington. Rose passes to Ariza. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And the Thunder lead by 7. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Now here is Augustine. An 11-point game for him in the win against Washington. Pass to Hansbrough. Great tee that time from Hibbert.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Ariza no up.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Augustine, that's good.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And there's the pass to Meeks. He feeds it to Hibbert. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And it's Ariza in the corner. It's stolen by Hill. Now Augustine. He has 5. Shot, high post. And again, it's Orlando converted.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Timeout called for the Thunder. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And Greg, how about DJ Augustine on the roller coaster ride last season, beginning in Detroit, ending up in a very creditable position with the Oklahoma City Thunder?
And a lot of that was because Jennings was so inconsistent for Stan Van Gundy last year, even so much so that he started starting Augustine. And this was just a small part of the turmoil for Detroit last season.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year with the 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the 3rd player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other two, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Pick up by Hill. Osgood with the bucket.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
When I had a chance to speak with Coach Scott Skiles, Coach said that even though this is the first meeting of the year, he didn't expect there to be much of a feeling out period between the teams. He said, listen, we have a group of guys that can all score and do it in a hurry. I expect us to come right at them and test their defense early on. They'll definitely be on the attack, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And guys, the focus being on the offensive side of things, they obviously don't want to let their defensive guard down, so to speak, can they?
No, they're still going to have to be sharp on the defensive side of the floor. It's just that getting into a rhythm offensively is going to be the main focus here early on.
I'm with you on that mindset, but it does leave the door open for them to be taken advantage of at the defensive end.
To the middle, and Hibbert with the block.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
You know, and talking about D-Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
Now here's Rose. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. It's tipped. Ariza with it. He's picked up by Hill. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Meeks from deep. The shot is off. From deep, 3-point range, and no good trying to get that one. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Thunder up 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy. When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
We got Hayward. Hill is out there with Curry. Then there's Tyler Hansbrough. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And Meeks kicks to Anderson. Feeds it to Meeks. He dishes it to Carroll. Here's Anderson, and it's sent back by Lopez. And Jamari Carroll is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Amir Johnson's checked in for the Magic. Gordon comes in for Solomon Hill.
Amir Johnson.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And it's Gordon missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
The Magic trail by 6. outside Curry. Count it from 12. Curry's got 10 points.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Meeks dishes to Chandler. There's the feed to Carroll. No good on the three.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
Now here's Butler. After Gordon Hayward's miss, out to the wing. Carroll kicks to Butler. There's the dish to Carroll. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Meeks. Anderson with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. And there's the call on Chandler. That's foul number 2 for him. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Hayward on the wing. Lopez sets a screen for Hayward. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. To the wing on the left. Now, here's Meeks, guarded by Curry. Chandler, the pass to Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Carroll. Not enough on that one as it misses. Orlando's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And Curry, here we go. Lopez. And it's all evened up. Lopez has got his first basket of the night.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Gordon against Butler. Dishes to Anderson. Chandler is screened. And Anderson kicks to Chandler. And that one is hammered home.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
The Magic have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. It's Curry with the drive. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Caspi, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Meeks dishes to Anderson from the arc. But they get it back. Carroll passes to Butler. Knocks down the 3 ball. Butler's got 9.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his 2nd this quarter.
And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision.
That is good.
Wow, this guy is doing an instructional video from outside out there. He's got 4 in the game, but 3 have come in this quarter.
Gordon kicks to Lopez. Pass to Caspi. He feeds it to Curry. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And how about a look at Jimmy Butler? Coming off a terrific season. 11th in steals. And he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And as we saw last year, I mean, a difficult guy to run the offense against. Constantly jumping the passing lane.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Before getting dinged up, Ryan Anderson was rolling. I mean, over the first few seasons of his career, improved in efficiency in all areas. Then he had the back injury, and last season his shooting percentages really went south.
And getting back to Ryan Anderson, in 2012, he won the NBA's Most Improved Player Award. Then, in the summer of that year, he landed an enormous contract in a sign and trade.
Yeah, and that's the good Ryan Anderson. If he can stay healthy, He's a tremendous asset, and he isn't just a shooter. He can get it done on the backboard as well.
Now here's Curry. 12 points for him. Lopez a screen. Curry dishes to Lopez. And a great assist by Curry. Steph Curry with the rebound. The Magic trail by 5. The Wizards in their last game.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was.
Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Mozgov comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Hezonja in for Amir Johnson. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
The Magic trail by 5. Yeah, on the topic of Eric Gordon, one would think he's still young and talented enough to be a difference maker with any team. He just has to stay healthy. That really is the bottom line. He's got to keep his health.
Kevin, the truth is, though he's had a number of injuries, they've all been different. It isn't one chronic thing, so...
It's off.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Garnett, the screen. Rose passes to Garnett, and the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Magic, Solomon Hill comes in for Gordon and DJ Augustine. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Here's Hezonja, defended by Butler. Here's Mozgov.
Boy, his struggles continue here in the second quarter.
And Hibbert with the block.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Rose kicks to Garnett. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that.
Still an amazing statistic among many for KG, a future Hall of Famer.
The Magic making a switch here. Hansbrough's checked in. The kick out to Hill. Augustine dishes to Hansbrough. Hansbrough is screen on Butler. Feeds it to Hansbrough. Shot clock at 6. Augustine with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Shoots. That one off the back iron and out.
That's one he knows.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Magic trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
Oklahoma City's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Reza dishes to Rose. Hibbert with the screen. Rose passes to Hibbert. He used that pick to get in close. Hibbert's got 5.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
They set the pick. Passes it to Hezonja. Picked by Mozgov. It's back to Hill. Augustine against Rose. Now here is Augustine. Defense is right there. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. One problem.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. And so here's Orlando. The Thunder making the shot. Here's the screen. Mozgov sets a screen for Augustine. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
No, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
The Thunder leading by 8. Outside Rose. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Butler kicks to Rose. Hibbert with the screen. 5 on the clock. Mozgov with the block. Here's Azania. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Hill has the open look, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to them.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Big guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with a wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I'll tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. Here is Rose. After Gordon Hayward's bucket, Rose dishes to Butler. 30 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Garnett. Kept alive. Rose kicks it out to Garnett. He dishes it to Butler. No good with the triple. The try by Hill. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Here's Rose. 5 points in the game. That's a 2 from Butler. No good on that last second attempt there. And so that's the end of the first half. Thunder lead by 6. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Tyson, what has been the key to enabling your team to control the tempo of this game throughout this first half?
I think the way we came out defensively, we locked into their sets. We're taking them out of what they want to accomplish. Because of that, we're able to make some shots on the other end.
It all came together in that first 24 minutes. Tyson, thanks for the time, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He had 14 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, their playmakers were in top form tonight. They showed great court vision and great ball movement. That's why they had so many assists. It's much easier to defend guys who don't want to pass the basketball.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
You know, they haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game could easily come down to shot selection and how they run their offense. They need to keep the ball moving and generate better looks.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And, you know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the three as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Rose is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Chandler. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's Anderson into the four-man position.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Here is Rose, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Rose passes to Butler. Back to Rose. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to Chandler. Lopez with the steal. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. Tries again. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Eric Gordon.
And you know, guys, Eric Gordon was an unbelievable three-point shooter last season. 45% from behind the arc. The first time he's been over 40% in his career.
Now here's Anderson. Back to Rose. For the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists in the game.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Here's Rose. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. There's the 3. Rose with another miss.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Johnson the screen. Lopez against Anderson. Gordon goes in, and the layup falls. Gordon's got 5 now.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Butler. He's got 14. Chandler kicks to Butler. 5 to shoot. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. The Magic trail by 3. Outside Gordon. The feed to Curry. The dish now to Johnson. No luck. Nice D from Chandler.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Butler is screen on Johnson. It's deflected. Lopez with the steal. Curry dishes to Hayward. Shot's good. And now just a 1-point Oklahoma City lead.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And the Thunder making a change here. Meeks is checked in. Curry against Rose. Dishes it to Anderson. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Anderson's got 12 in the game.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time. And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Now here's Hayward. He's got 12. Pass to Curry. Lopez, a screen on Rose. Curry passes to Lopez and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. Out for 8 more games, comes back again. He's benched in favor of Miles Plumlee. Just a very disjointed year for Lopez.
He hits both from the stripe.
And for Lopez, last year was the first time since he was a rookie that he didn't start every game. I mean, that is a huge shot to your confidence. I don't care who you are or what your circumstances, but you know what? At the end, he rose above it.
Rose kicks to Chandler. 6 to shoot. Rose goes in, and the shot is good.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball?
The last 2 months, 55% shooting, nearly 20 and 10 a game. some of the best numbers of his career.
The Orlando Magic didn't make the playoffs last year. For the third consecutive season, Greg, they knew it wasn't a realistic goal for them.
Yeah, and last season wasn't really about making the postseason, Kevin, for this group. It's soon that will have to be the goal, as patience will wear thin within that fan base.
And it's Rose penetrating, and the basket good. Rose has got 8 here in the quarter.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Stephen Curry.
Well, it's been a while for the Magic in regards to the postseason. Another year of missing postseason play. This latest playoff drought comes after they made 6 straight trips to the playoffs from 2007 to 2012. That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better. And overall, this Orlando franchise has been pretty consistent in making the playoffs. They've had 14 playoff trips since the inception of the franchise back in 1989. Given how hard it can be for expansion teams, you have to say that's a solid mark.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Caspi, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Hezonja in for Gordon. Here's Lopez, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Lopez has got the game tied up here for the Magic. Rose attacking. A rebound by Hezonja. Orlando, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Now here's Rose. He's got 13. Rebound by the Magic. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Lopez, a screen on Carroll. Here's Curry with the 3. The Thunder pull it in. Anderson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside Rose. Chandler with the screen on Curry. Rose goes in. Missed inside.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciates it. There's been some slippage defensively here in the second half, Kevin. I mean, I'm not sure if their legs are going or what, but they've given up some easy baskets here.
But they recover it. Now, here's Meeks. Defense right on him. He feeds it to Rose. Goes up again. 6 on the shot clock. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Caspi passes to Hezonja. They set the pick. Rebound by Rose. Rose has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Carroll. Orlando's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Here's Hezonja. He's guarded by Meeks. Here's Curry. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Rose. 13 points in the game. He kicks it to Meeks. Pass to Carroll. Curry against Rose. Launches it. The shot will not go. Curry with the defensive effort. Magic leading by 4.
And Scott Skiles has been around the league as a coach for a while now, coming home to where he played most of his career here in Orlando. And at times, he can be a demanding coach.
Now, Meeks, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Carroll kicks to Chandler. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Chandler a screen. Meeks dishes to Chandler. Out to the right wing. Carroll passes to Meeks. Chandler outside. Elbow shot. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Chandler's got 6. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. There's Azania. He's guarded by Meeks. And now the fast break. Meeks with the ball. And here's Anderson for 3. No good. So Orlando will take it the other way. They set the pick. Carroll kicks to Anderson. Back to Rose. There's the pass to Meeks. Feeds to Carroll. Inside to Ty. And Anderson gets it to go. Anderson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Caspi with the bucket.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they've changed hoops. They're really looking strong here.
Now here's Carroll. 10 points for him. Rose attacking, and he goes in for the dunk.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And that one's good.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Rose. 15 points in the game. Lopez with the block. And they're on the break. Here's Azania. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Here's Curry following the score by Derrick Rose. And he gets it to go. And that's 31 points for Steph Curry.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
From deep, Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose. Magic leading by 5. Hayward kicks to Curry. Back to Hayward. The wide open look here for Lopez. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Chandler. Garnett comes in for Ryan Anderson. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Damari Carroll. And it's Butler in for Jody Meeks. Now here's Mozgov. They double him with Butler. Mozgov dishes to Gordon. That's good. Gordon's got 7 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Back to Butler. Unloads from 13. Shot is off. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 9-point Magic lead.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
The third quarter. And the final period of play just about to start. Thunder trailing by 9. Hill is out there with Johnson. Then there's DJ Augustine. Then there's Gordon. And it's Mozgov in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Orlando. Orlando's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Passes it to Gordon. Over to the left wing. Johnson the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Augustine no luck.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Butler against Augustine. Butler passes to Rose. It's Ariza on the wing. Stolen by Gordon. One-on-one here. That's good from Augustine. The assist by Hill.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Garnett against Johnson. Right side, Butler. Ariza kicks to Hibbert. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Shots good from Butler.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Magic leading by 7. Johnson the screen. Mozgov a screen on Ariza. Off the screen. The shot no good. Great tee that time from Hibbert. Left side Ariza. Butler dishes to Rose. Kicks it to Garnett. Back to Rose. Now the feed to Garnett. 6 on the shot clock. Rose goes in. They get it again. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That's his first foul. So for the Magic, Gordon Hayward checked in for Hill. And Curry subbed in for Augustine. The Magic pushes right in. Gordon's got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Hibbert with a screen for Rose. Jumper off the screen. Hibbert gets the bucket. Hibbert's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Outside Rose. It's stolen by Curry. There's the dish to Mozgov. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Johnson the screen. Gordon kicks to Hayward. A three-pointer off the mark.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for the Thunder. Anderson comes in for Kevin Garnett. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And here's the fast break. Here's Butler. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Mozgov drives in. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That free throw, no good. Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
And that one's good by Butler.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
The Magic have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Johnson the screen. Hayward up top. Back to Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists in the game.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents. And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Gordon kicks to Johnson. Outside Curry. Mozgov a screen on Butler. Curry dishes to Mozgov. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And now a 6-point Orlando lead.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Mozgov. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Damari Carroll's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Here's Butler. Chandler with the screen on Gordon. Butler passes to Chandler. Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by Anderson.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Misses off the left iron.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Outside Rose. Dishes it to Butler. Anderson with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up, and Carroll gets it to go.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Johnson the screen. Gordon kicks to Johnson. Pass to Curry. Back to Johnson. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Shot clock at 6. It's Curry outside. The Thunder pull it in. Chandler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Rose. Chandler with a screen for Rose to tie it up. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust, but, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Thunder trailing by 3. Pass to Anderson. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Johnson. And here's the break. Here's Hayward. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. 20 points for Gordon Hayward.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Rose dishes to Butler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. And so here's Orlando. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Johnson at the elbow. Down low. Here's Lopez. And foul fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Tyson Chandler. Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of Clark ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch back to the basket, moves, facing up, makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things happen.
And the pass to Carroll. Launches it. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Curry kicks to Gordon. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And talking about Lopez, he does clean the glass on the offensive end. He was 12th in offensive rebounds last year. However, he was 44th in defensive rebounds. That's one important area he definitely has to work on.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
You know, getting back to Lopez, how good is it to have a guy with his offensive package also be a near top 10 shot blocker for you? That's what he was last season and several seasons before that. He's an all-star talent if he can just stay on the court and stay healthy.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Skiles was going over with his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Thunder trailing by 5. Rose passes to Anderson. Chandler with the screen on Johnson. Anderson outside. It's Chandler high post. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Magic leading by 3. Now here's Curry. Hayward with the ball. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Hayward. Hayward's got 4 assists in the game.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He just continues to light him up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Curry against Rose. Chandler right side. 6 to shoot. Over in the corner, Rose. It's stolen by Curry. Deflects the pass. Chandler with the steal. And Butler, here we go.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Carroll dishes to Rose. He feeds it to Butler. Clock at 6. He kicks to Chandler. Lets it go from 11 and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're leading by 3. 1:42 left to play in the final quarter. Gordon inside, defended by Butler, and the basket by Gordon.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Feeds it to Butler. Off target with his 3. Carroll kicks to Rose, and stolen by Gordon. And now Orlando on the break. Gordon's running, and that one's good. And now that's 35 points for Steph Curry.
That very well may put the finishing touch on this one. Not at all the time to get sloppy with the basketball.
And how about the killer instinct on that possession? Not running the clock, but pushing the ball and tacking points onto the lead.
That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to 5 there thanks to the basket from Anderson. Orlando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Lopez a screen. Gordon kicks to Curry. A 3-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 38 points.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Back to Rose. Chandler with a screen for Rose. Top of the key. But they'll get another chance. Passes it to Carroll. Buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, so now it's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Rose. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on, he's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, Rule will head to the line for 2. And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 8. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, I think he's just trying to send his team a message, you know, not willing to give up on this game just yet. Just trying to instill that fight in this group.
Yeah, hey, I'm all for giving messages and teaching lessons, and I respect that, but at some point, if it's over, it's over. I mean, you need to be looking at the next one. This one's done. Forget about it. Let's move on.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us. You guys faced a team tonight that really gave a strong effort, yet you were able to overcome them in the end to pick up
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. Is hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. They get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.